The power of ignoring. Imagine this for a moment. Someone is putting in their full effort, trying to provoke you, trying to get under your skin, trying to force a reaction out of you. They expect anger. They expect words. They expect a fight. But instead, you do nothing. You stay silent, calm, unbothered, as if they don't even exist. And in that moment, without saying a single word, you win. This is the real power of ignoring. But don't mistake it for something simple. Ignoring isn't just silence. It's a psychological strategy. Because when you ignore someone, you don't just stop responding, you activate something deep inside them. Their insecurity. A voice starts building in their mind. Why are they not reacting? Did I lose my importance? Am I not worth their attention anymore? Do I even matter? And just like that, you've created a storm inside their head without even speaking. That's why ignoring is so powerful. It creates a silent war. A war where there are no loud arguments. And the strongest person is not the one who shouts the loudest, but the one who controls their reaction. Why ignoring hurts so much? Let's go deeper. Why does being ignored hurt more than insults sometimes? Because as humans, we are wired for attention. From the moment we are born, we seek connection. A baby cries, and only feels safe when someone responds. Attention means validation. It means I exist. I matter. Now imagine the opposite. No response, no acknowledgement, no reaction. It feels like rejection. In fact, studies show that when a person is ignored, the same areas of the brain activate as physical pain. That means ignoring someone is not just emotional. It literally feels like pain. An invisible hit, and that pain triggers a dangerous cycle. First comes confusion. What just happened? Then overthinking. Did I do something wrong? Then insecurity. Maybe I'm not important. And finally, obsession. How do I get their attention back? And right there, your silence becomes your power. But here's the twist: ignoring doesn't always lead to victory. This is where most people get it wrong. Because ignoring the wrong person can create something dangerous. Not everyone reacts the same way. Some people break. They lose confidence. They go quiet. They feel worthless. But others become more intense, more determined, more aggressive. They take that silence as a challenge. They make a silent promise to themselves. I'll prove my worth, no matter what it takes. And this is where ignoring can either destroy someone or transform them. Real-life example, school, college. Think about your school or college. There's always that one student who tries to speak up, tries to be noticed, tries to be heard. But if people constantly ignore them, you'll notice a shift. Their confidence drops, their energy fades, their voice becomes weaker. Or sometimes the opposite happens. They become obsessed with proving themselves. They work harder than everyone, they push themselves beyond limits. And one day, they become the person nobody can ignore anymore. That's the dual nature of ignoring. It can create weakness, or it can ignite greatness. The dark side of ignoring. Now let's talk about something most people don't. The dark side. Ignoring isn't always harmless. Sometimes it can push someone into overthinking, stress, anxiety, even depression, and in extreme cases, it can trigger revenge-driven behavior. That's why ignoring is not just a tool. It's a weapon. And like any weapon, if used without understanding, it can cause damage. When should you ignore? Ignoring becomes powerful when used with intention. You should ignore when someone is constantly trying to provoke you, someone is wasting your time and energy, someone is dragging you into unnecessary drama, someone feeds on your reactions, because remember, their strength is your reaction. The moment you stop reacting, their control over you disappears. When you should not ignore, but ignoring everything doesn't make you strong. Sometimes, ignoring is actually weakness. Don't ignore when there's a real problem in your life. Health, studies, family, someone is giving you genuine constructive criticism. A friend is opening up and sharing their pain, because ignoring in these moments doesn't protect you. It disconnects you. And that can cost you real relationships. How to master the power of ignoring. If you want to use this power correctly, follow this. Identify not everything deserves your attention. Know what matters and what doesn't. 2. Detach internally. Ignoring is not just external silence. It's internal control. If you're still reacting inside, you haven't truly ignored. 3. Redirect your focus every time you ignore negativity. You create space for growth. Put that energy into your goals, skills, and future. 4. Stay consistent. Anyone can ignore for one day. Real power comes from consistency. 5. Maintain balance. Don't become cold. Value the right people. Final realization in life. You will always face two things: people who try to pull you down, and situations that drain your energy. You can fight everything, argue with everyone, react to every small thing. But here's the truth. The more you react, the more power you give away. Ignoring is not about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself. It's about protecting your peace, protecting your focus, protecting your future. Because not every battle deserves your energy. And sometimes silence is not weakness. It's mastery. Final line: impact people can control you only as long as you keep reacting. The day you learn to ignore, you become the master of your own life. Like, share, and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.